Hi everyone. Today, I will talk a Japanese horror story, called The Monkey Dream. This was posted on 5channel, that is Japanese online bulletin board system like Reddit. Here we go. I was dreaming. From before, when I was dreaming, sometimes I realized that I was dreaming. It was the same case at that time. For some reason, I was alone in a dimly lit unmanned station. I thought it was a very gloomy dream. Suddenly, an announcement was made in the voice of a man who was not energetic. It was gibberish. A train will soon arrive. And you will be scared if you get on that train. Then a train came into the station. It was more like a monkey train at an amusement park than a train. And there were several pale-faced people sitting in a row. I thought it was a strange dream. But I wanted to see how much my dream could scare me, so I decided to get on the train. I thought if I was really scared and couldn't stand it, I would just wake up. I can wake up freely only when I am aware that I'm dreaming. I took the third seat from the back of the train. There were warm airs around. And there was a realistic feeling that made me doubt if it was really a dream. The train is leaving. An announcement was made. And the train started moving. I was worried and I anticipated what was about to happen. The train entered the tunnel as soon as it left the platform. A purple and suspicious light was illuminating the tunnel. I thought, this tunnel is coming from the view that I've seen while riding on a thriller car in an amusement park as a child. After all, I'm not scared at all, because it just brought images from my previous memories. And also this train is a monkey train. At that time, another announcement was made. The next stop is being sliced alive. Being sliced alive. Slice alive? Like slicing a raw fish into pieces? While I was thinking so, I suddenly heard a terrible scream from behind me. When I turned around, 4 dwarfs dressed in clothes like rags were flocking to the man sitting on the third seat, from back of the train. The man's body was torn into pieces by knives. And it really looked like sliced raw fish. It was filled with a strong smell around there. And the man's piercing scream continued. His internal organs are taken out from his body one after another, and bloody organs are scattered. A woman whose face was pale, with long hair, was sitting on the seat behind me. And she seemed to be quietly looking forward. And not caring about anything. Even though the man was making a fuss right behind her. I was surprised at the development that was beyond my imagination. I began to wonder if that was really a dream. And I was scared. So I decided to wake up after watching the situation a little more. When I noticed, the man in the back seat was gone. But, dark red something like lump of blood and meat remained. The woman behind me was still staring at one point, without any expression on her face. An announcement was made. Next stop is gouging out. Gouging out. Then 2 dwarfs appeared and began to gouge out the eyes of the woman with what looked like jagged spoons. Her face, which had been stone-faced until a moment ago, changed to a terrible shape because of pain. And she screamed so loudly that my eardrums broke. The eyeballs were popping out. The smell of blood and sweat was awful. I was scared and trembling, looking forward and bending over. I thought it was time to wake up. I can't put up with it any longer. Moreover, next will be my turn. I tried to wake up from the dream, but I wondered what kind of announcement was going to be played, so I decided to run away after checking it. The third announcement was, "Next stop is ground meat. Ground meat." It sucks. I could easily imagine what would happen. So I focused my mind and tried to wake up. I usually succeed by strongly thinking, "Wake up, wake up." Suddenly, I heard the sound like a whirling motor. Then, the dwarf got on my lap, and put what looked like a strange machine close to my face. I got scared because I thought it was probably a machine to grind me. And I closed my eyes tightly and strongly thought, "Wake up, wake up." The sound of the whirling machine gradually became louder. I felt the wind pressure on my face. At the moment, I thought I was doomed. It became quiet. I managed to escape from the nightmare. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and I shed tears from my eyes. I went to the kitchen, drank a lot of water, and finally calmed down. It was terribly real. But I told myself that it was a dream after all. The following day, I told all my friends at school about that dream. But everyone just joked around. 4 years have passed since then. I was a university student. I completely forgot about this incident and I was working part-time. Then one night, it started suddenly. Next stop is gouging out. Gouging out. I immediately remembered it was that dream. Then, in the same situation as last time, 2 dwarfs gouged out the woman's eyeballs. As soon as I was panicked, I began to think, "Wake up, wake up." It was hard to wake up at this time. "Wake up, wake up, wake up." Next stop is ground meat. Ground meat. The sound of that machine is approaching. "Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up." And suddenly it became quiet. Just when I was about to open my eyes, thinking that I had managed to escape, I heard the announcement clearly. "Are you going to run away again? The next time you come here will be the last." When I opened my eyes, I was already completely awake from my dream and in my room. The last announcement I heard was definitely real. I'm sure I heard it in the real world. Have I done something wrong? Since then, I haven't had the dream yet. But my mind is made up to die, because of a heart attack or something the next time. Even if I die of a heart attack in this world, I will be ground meat in that world. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were scared of it. Have a good sleep.